The City Girls are broke. Young Mammy confirms that she and JT are no longer in a group and explains why they decided to go their separate ways. In a recent viral post shared by the Shade Room, they quoted her saying, "The group ain't making no money. We not working. I was just like, I gotta figure something out."
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Oh, yeah, we about to get into this. What's going on, YouTube? Is your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys from Chisha Zed. Shout out to Chisha Zed. The City Girls apparently are breaking up as a group because they ain't making no money. Pushing that 304 lifestyle only for what? To end up broke. Interesting with the timing when you consider the situation P. Diddy is in, and you know his side chick is half of the City Girls, and then the other girl, she been pretty much milking everything she can out of what's dude named Lil Uzi Vert. So it just goes to show you, man, like yo, this little 304 lifestyle shit that they be trying to push, man, it ain't what it really is, bro. Let's get back into it.
Now, are we really surprised that things ended up exactly how we probably expected for a rap duo that helped encourage toxicity and literally encourage women to sell their bodies for money ended up like this? If you ask the Urban Dictionary the definition of a city girl, you will get the following. Definition number 1, a girl who don't give an F about no ninja, is in her bag one way or other, not a 304, it wants to specifically state, but can be one. In case she has to be a 304, probably to pay the bills or something, she can be one and likes to have fun because you only live once. The F. Second definition, a beautiful, fearless girl that I'm sorry. A beautiful, fearless girl that knows her worth and acknowledges and respects other beautiful girls around her. Speaking about city girls knowing their worth, we'll get to that later. The last definition was a female who get effed by everyone, basically a neighborhood 304. I think
the last one is probably the most accurate one between those three, but let's keep it moving.
The best way to know what people stand for is to not only listen to what they claim to stand for, but to look at their life choices and actions. You see, we're really talking about two things here. We have the music duo known as the City Girls, who are an American hip-hop duo consisting of Young Miami and JT, both whom originate from Miami, Florida. And then you have the City Girl lifestyle, the brand, the movement. Now, there were parts of the lifestyle that a lot of these chicks would claim really wasn't that toxic, right? There was a sense of female empowerment that went along with the whole City Girl movement. And like most musicians and their fans, you have women who enjoyed the music and separated themselves from the lifestyle. And then you have the chicks who were really about all of it. You see this trend a lot also in like drill music and other violent, toxic rap. Now, when I said you have the chicks that embrace all of it, you may be wondering all of what? All that the City Girls claim to stand for by word of mouth and also by actions. Things like selling their bodies for fame and money. City Girls, Young Miami admits, "I am worse," and I quote, "I am worse than a 304.
I'm really like I'm a, like with a W. Like I'm a."
And if you guys didn't hear that, because my editor probably bleeped it out, she said, "I am a WHORE." Yes, that was Young Miami last year admitting that she was a WHORE, as in a woman who sells her body for monetary gain. And in that interview, it wasn't like someone like Young Miami didn't know her lifestyle was horrible and toxic. In fact, if you saw that video, you knew that she knew her lifestyle was toxic, because if it wasn't, then she would have no problem with her daughter living the same lifestyle she does.
What if Summer comes to you as pretty as she is and says, Mom, I want to be a city girl?
She ain't gonna be no city girl.
Summer ain't allowed to be no city girl?
So Summer is her daughter.
I want her raised totally different. Like I really want her to just be like, like level-headed, a schoolgirl. I kind of was raised different, so I don't want to raise her up how I was raised. So, I'm a city girl, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't want that for my daughter.
This is...
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Wait a minute.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you don't want it for your daughter. If there's nothing wrong with it, then why come you don't want that from your daughter? The reason why you don't want it from your daughter is because deep down you know it's something wrong with it.
Stop the cap.
What is the issue with... I tell you, bro. This is one of the biggest issues that I have with women, man. You could tell just by the way that she worded that, she wants to have it both ways. This is kind of like whenever you tell a woman, would you want your son to deal with a woman like you? And these are typically the women that have ridiculously high standards. 9 times out of 10 they say, no, I wouldn't want my son to deal with a woman like me, but this is what I require. It's the same damn thing, bro. I tell you, man, that's ridiculous. Let's keep it moving.
Kind of sad. This is kind of sad because you guys know when the lights and cameras kind of go off, what she said there is kind of deep. She basically just said she was raised up to be a... The whole city girl concept is kind of a contradiction because a big part of it claims to not need a man at all, right? They're strong boss chicks while at the same time needing men to finance their strong boss chick lifestyle. If it wasn't for the men that these chicks would claim they don't need, then their whole lifestyles that they flaunted online without those men would literally be impossible.
And then when you consider influencers like the Shira Sevens of the world, you add that on top of music like this that you hear on the radio 24/7, 7 days a week. Yeah, this is what you get. And now you got women in the dating market literally talking like these girls. Only for these girls not to even be able to sustain a little run. Because I'm like, the city girls ain't been out that long. They've been out maybe like a few years, like 5 years max, if that. Like they ain't been out that long. I'm like, hell, shit. I'm like, I guess Young Miami is the one that was with Diddy. I'm like, she seems to be more nowadays. She seems to be known more for her connection with him than being part of the city girl group. And to be honest with you, I think that played a part, man. I knew these two wasn't gonna last too long, bro. Let's keep it moving.
It turns out city girls do need men after all, especially with lyrics like, I need a ninja who gon' swipe them visas. However, there has been a shift. And yes, I am talking about the type of shift we see with a lot of women who promote promiscuity. Think Brittany Renner going from this to this. That's exactly what's happening with city girls, which might point to the end of the whole city girl era altogether. I'd say people saw this shift first with JT, because based on what I know, city girls don't get into long-term relationships. And they definitely don't go on the Joe Budden podcast and give hot takes about why marriage is important and also encourage Joe Budden to get married.
Now, not to snitch on anybody here, but there are some people here that don't subscribe to tricking.
And he on that couch.
Next to you.
Close by. Both of them.
Bringing the value down on JT with this non-tricking shit.
Here we go.
Say this to you guys. I have turned over a new leaf.
Is that so? Is that so?
Fix that mic so we can hear.
Yeah.
Just fix that mic so I can hear.
You heard what he did.
She tried to sell a mixtape. She tried to sell a mixtape. She lying.
You guys, I have turned over a new leaf. I am in a new era. If you guys, you should all get married in here.
Wait.
Yes, girl.
Wait.
This has been a good interview.
You should all get married. Who'd ever thought?
Melissa Ford, shut your ass up. I hear you in the background. Yes, girl, yes.
Shut up, bitch!
Shut your ass up.
Wait, where's JT? It's a doppelganger.
No, this is the city Cinderella boo.
All right, we all should get married.
Yeah, especially you. Joe, you always in some shit. Go get married.
That's not the only recent plot twist to the City Girls. Revolt just released a video featuring Young Miami titled Young Miami on her relationship with Diddy, JT fallout, and reclaiming her voice. And in that interview, there were definitely some regrets, right? There was a sense of regret coming from Young Miami. And if you look at that last video of her saying she's a WHORE, and you think, okay, well, we've only seen you with this man, Diddy, so chances are you probably regret selling your soul and body to a billionaire for the sake of money and fame. She went on to discuss the challenges she faced with the City Girls and also mental health struggles. There are a couple of key takeaways. Overall, the interview was definitely trying to get the message across that she had, in a way, cut ties with Diddy. And we just have to keep it real and serve some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
There was some lies told in that interview. One of the lies she told is she was surprised that people were accusing her of being Diddy's biggest supporter, when we all remember her doing this. BET recently awarded Diddy with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And at the same time Diddy was trending for this award, Young Miami, his side chick, was also trending. Why? Well, because while everybody was applauding, Young Miami was caught in the audience holding up a Go Poppy sign. I mean, if that isn't something your biggest fan or supporter would do, then I don't know what is. Bottom line, in particular when it comes to Young Miami's situation, it sounds like her life's in shambles. It sounds like her mental health is in shambles and everything else. But again, are we really surprised? Are we really surprised that a lifestyle like the one she lived, and Diddy included, any man or woman who embraces constant partying, hedonism, messing with 304s, being a 304, would lead to toxicity, failed relationships, and much more? Let's keep it real. Most of us aren't surprised. In fact, I've been claiming that this would end in tears for over a year now, and she did in fact cry. It didn't take that long. It was like 3 minutes leading into her Revolt interview. Again, the message here is clear for anybody, man or woman. A life lived chasing sex, money, fame, not having any moral compass, and being willing to do anything, and having no boundaries or lines to get what you want out of life. And in that process, neglecting building healthy relationships, settling down, building families, can only lead to regret.
Yo, man, I tried to, bruh. And you know what? I think another reason why they're not really doing that well, and this may be kind of an unpopular opinion, but when it comes to music, man, to be honest with you, I think, especially female hip hop, I think the market is a bit saturated, bro. Like, there's so many female rappers out now, and more female rappers trying to come out, that I can't even keep up anymore. I honestly don't even try to. I really don't, man. There's just a few here and there that I like, a few tracks here and there that I like. I mean, honestly, I would probably say I probably like Doja Cat, because she shows that she has a little bit of versatility to her, and she has some really good performances on TV in the past. But it's like a lot of these other chicks, you know, like the obvious ones, like Nicki Minaj. Well, Nicki Minaj always had bars, you know what I mean? But Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Lotto, the list goes on and on, man. Like I said, I can't keep up with them, man. I just don't really care for all their music, but that's all you hear on the radio nowadays, bro. Dead ass, man. If it's one thing women cannot complain about anymore, is not being able to get enough spins on the radio. Shit. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification, that way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.